Hello friends, this is size 12 hook and the bead is copper tungsten 3.8 millimeter, and I'll explain all the materials. So I'm using hot orange Glo-Brite, which is number 5, just to add a little tug and just to give a hot spot. So just start below the bead. Great pattern as we come in towards the cold weather and grayling fishing. So even it's really good for a brown trout. It's a bug, for the deep water. I'm using this more few turns so I can have a nice big chunky body. So if you keep going back and forward few times and make sure you work with the shape, Now here I'm gonna try use a touch and turn just for the tag actually. I keep coming up. And basically I'm going to finish with this thread. Okay, and the next thread I'm going to be using is rusty brown. You can use black, and again I'm just gonna get this little fluffy bits off. And use rusty brown 8O. Just so we can have a nice color. Okay. Copper wire just for the ribbing. So I'm gonna catch this here. Just cover it properly. That's better. Okay, add some wax on the thread. And I'm going to add some pheasant tail on the top, on the back, like a shell, So it's a pheasant tail natural color. Take some off. Few strands depend on the size of the hook. And if you catch just right on the top, bring it just about to body length. Make sure it's just right in the middle. And if it sits properly on both sides, that should be okay. Just a little practice, and okay. Again, some wax on the thread. For the body I'm using, this is my synthetic dubbing I did in 3 months ago, 49 pence wool. You can watch this video. I made this dubbing, so it's a very spiky dubbing and really good for a river fishing, if you're fishing for the brown trout or grayling. So, and very easy to dub. Now here you take your time and again, like I said, take your time, slowly work with the body so we can have a nice thick and chunky body. More wax and a bit more dubbing. I want this to be very nice and spiky. Obviously we can take some off once we get to the bead. Just a bit more. Like I said, take your time again. If you work with the body nicely, try to give nice and taper. That would be more effective. Okay, now I'm going to bring the pheasant tail and create a nice buck as we do it for the kind of check nymphing. And then make sure it's sitting nicely. Then we're going to bring the wire. So once you cut this off, and I'm going to bring the wire just to secure this pheasant, and also this will add extra weight on the button if you're fishing for the deep pockets. Take your time again, secure this properly, and then break it off by moving back and forward. So I'm going to add some wax. I should be alright. And just add some more dubbing on the head, which would be a Sooty olive synthetic dubbing. This is Sooty olive mix, synthetic dubbing. And I mean, you can have your own choice of dubbing if you want. Just this color combination is really good. And here I'm going to finish off this fly with adding a little bit varnish on the thread. And now we need a whip finish, and then we're going to check it properly, hold this backward. And if we can find a dubbing brush to release this. So there you have another one of my favorite river bug. A great pattern if you are check nymphing or deep pocket fishing for grayling or brown trout. Works really well. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.